you are in a big orchestra, let me know when you think that you are done. That is taking awfully long. You know that in the orchestra you have 2 or 3 seconds to get ready to play. The conductor says, rehearsal letter M. Boom. Understand? Including looking at the music. You have to be able to just put your bow on the string and be correct. Otherwise, if you start wrong, you crystallize wrongness, and then I can't fight it because your orchestra rehearsals will be much longer than my lessons, and I'm hoping that in my lessons I can push you forward and not clean up the mess. Do you understand me? Set up. Drop all the fingers on. Relax right here. Relax that muscle. You absolutely have no reason to have that muscle tight. You are not Asian. Relax this muscle for me, please. Will you ever relax? That's what my teacher used to say. Okay. Good. This muscle has to be free or you will not have a beautiful vibrato. Yes, at this point it is perfect. Initially, your bow was a little bit this way. This is not okay. It has to be perfectly straight. And yes, are you relaxed right here? Relax your shoulder blade. Drop the shoulder blade. Okay. Very, very good. Alright. Now, from here on, I want you to do this. I will drive you once, and then I will let you to do that. You don't have to reach the tip because you're too short for that bow. You just simply come with that very, very relaxed hand, not losing the T. You go down, and remember, that's what I repeated to Sol today, probably about 200 times, that this part of the finger plays, not this. And then you come back up and stop right here in your perfect setup position. So your middle of the bow brings you always to the perfect relaxed square setup position. The bow is a little bit not straight. Fix it the other way. That's it. Now go to the tip. No, that's not a sound. It's some kind of a squeak. Go. And now your bow is traveling towards the bridge, which means you're grabbing it with your first finger. You don't grab it, just simply press it down. And it comes here, and it comes back up. Let's see if next 5 minutes is enough to do that. No, that is not okay. Your bow is traveling towards your face. I do not want it. See where the bow is? And it has to stay here. When you come here, I want the bow to be at exactly the same place and not moving backwards and forwards. Go. That's it. All right, short stuff. Put the violin down. Actually, give it to me. I'll just sit right here. Let me visualize something for you.
That's loud.
That's keys. Extend your arm. Right here, that bone, right here, is the beginning of the bow. Do you see how much shorter your hand is in comparison with the bow? This is the end of your bow. Some teachers, including Eleanor, used to put stickers here to make sure that students never pass it. Why do you think they did that? Because students are stupid. I am treating you with utmost respect and hoping that you are not only incredibly talented, incredibly musical, but also incredibly smart. Every time you extend your arm, this is where your bow ends. If I see you playing at the tip, that means you did something ridiculous. Twisting your arms and losing your good setup just simply because you have this part of the bow. No, you should have a shorter bow, but you would not sound as good. Because on a bigger violin, you need to have a heavier bow. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do I need to put the sticker on your bow? I can if that helps.
I know. No.
Let's try to do without this stupid sticker. I hate stickers on the bow, but sometimes I do too. Now look, this is a full-size bow, right? I'm putting it to my shoulder, and see, my hand is like 2 inches longer. Yours ends right here. So draw your arm longer and then go to the tip. Understood? But you always should come to the frog, no matter what. Set up in the middle. Do not play out, do not play in. Play very loose here and definitely relaxed here. Do not even approach violin with a tight thumb or your sound will always be a little constipated. Good, so strong sound, no movement here. Go. And it's the same thing, see? You go and you curve the bow this way. I don't want it that way. I want it right here. And then exactly back. Go. No. Do you see what I'm talking about? The bow is crooked. That's straight bow. You may want to put the violin a little bit out if you want, but I don't think so. It looks good to me. You just need to control yourself here, there, and back. Absolutely straight. Go. Aha! That's a good girl. But stop in the middle. And then after that you go to the frog, which means, do you feel where my hand touches you right here behind your elbow? It's supposed to feel like something is pushing here up. Right there. Feel this? And then bring it back down. Bend the pinky. Right. The bow still has to go absolutely straight. From here, there, from that elbow, you bring yourself up, and then you bring yourself down. Bring yourself up, and you bring yourself down. Up, and down. And up, and down. Now you do it. Yeah, make sure to collapse the bones when you go down. You're not collapsing. With me, you were doing great. So you go here, and then you collapse the... Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Do it. Good girl. Okay. Do you understand? Do this even if you are at the orchestra. Like a few seconds you do this and you make sure that you bow perfectly straight to your absolutely best ability to do perfect. And then play a very slow and clean scale before orchestra and after. I had seen in San Francisco Symphony some people playing after the rehearsal a slow, clean scale, just a quick cleanup. And I've seen it more than once. Because even in the orchestra of that level, it's messy. Understand? I really have high hopes for your playing, but I really don't want to fix what's not supposed to be broken. So please don't break it for me, okay? All right. Good. In your own quick words, can you tell me what was wrong with your setup? With this. There were two things wrong.
I didn't have a complete straight bow and this muscle was tight.
Very, very good. She's smart, right? Your school doesn't have grades, right?
We don't have numbers. Wait, we have numbers, but we don't have letters yet. I'm only in 4th grade.
Okay. But if you did, would you be a straight A student?
I don't.
Your mother goes, oh, come on. She seems to be so smart. Anyway.
No, school is where she does her vacation.
Really?
I think she's bored. She has. I run a tight ship, so school is loose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, tight ship is a good thing.
But maybe this year will be different. We'll see.
Okay. Anyway, I'm very happy.
She's smart.
I'm very happy that my kids are in San Dominica, even though it's not easy for me. But, you know, yesterday one of my students, good player, comes to me and we were talking about college. And he plays both violin and viola and takes lessons twice a week and very, very successful. Sweet as honey, just gold heart, right? And talked about college and he says, well, I know for sure about a few of my safeties, but I didn't really make a decision what will be my first choice yet. And I said, so what is your safety? And he said, well, you see, Berkeley is one of them. Safety. He is 110% sure that it will be a walk in the park for him to get in. The kid never got A minus in San Domingue. He has 4.5 GPA and he's a VP and he plays both violin and viola. I believe him. Their orchestra will grab him and his scientific mind, he is officially one of 2 smartest kids in the school. So yeah, I talked to him and I want him to be friends with my kids because things rub off, you know. And he believes that Anthony has a chance. Let me put it this way. I've met very many great violinists. Some of them were not very nice people, but none of them was dumb. Violin is very intelligent instrument and it makes your brain move faster. The questions that I ask, I can just simply give you the answer, but I want you to think. And you were absolutely right. Your bow was a little bit not straight and your thumb by default is tight. It comes from the past. You need to remember that when you simply approach the violin, you approach relaxed. Nothing is tight. We work hard, but if we work hard and fight the tension that you already have, it becomes a ridiculously long and useless practice. Exactly, see? See how relaxed your fingers move to vibrato? And if you were to tighten that thumb, you would have to force it and the vibrato would be disgusting. Okay? Okay. What was the other problem? What was the other problem?
My bow wasn't straight.
No, you told me that, but there was another issue. It was not actually a specific problem, but the issue with it. You were getting ready for too long. When do you start rehearsals with BYO?
Next week.
Next week. Okay. I need you to learn before next week to simply put the bow on the string and to be correct. If you can do this, I will sleep well. If you don't, I will be worried about my work here because my work invested in you is important to me because you are special. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's see. So you just handed that thing and asked to learn the whole thing or what? And you're a first violin too.
That's
let me
the
call-
only violin on the thing.
Ah,
Well, I don't know. Maybe
let me
they have
call.
other.
Let me call Hagen and hopefully she'll pick up. Call Hagen.
That's partially why I wanted her to go because I thought it'd be nice for her
You
to.
have 2 phone numbers for contacts named Hegine. Which one should I use?
Home.
Calling Hegine. Home.
Hagen. Hi, darling. How are you? Oh. I have a gut feeling, but I'm sorry. I only will need a second of you. I have this adorable student of mine here with the Cherubini Overture because it's a sitting edition for BYO. and it is like 5 pages or something. Is the sitting edition the entire entire piece, or there are specific places in it? Oh. Mhm. Mhm. Okay, that makes perfect sense. All right, thank you very much. No worries. All right. Definitely, definitely. Are you free? Are you free? Are you free? Oh, wait a minute. Are you free tonight? Oh, okay. 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 All right. I'm teaching from 9 tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm free on Monday. Do you want me to come over on Monday? Let's have lunch on Monday. Okay. So I will call you and we'll figure that out, okay? Okay. Monday. All right. Take care, dear. Bye-bye. Did you hear what she said?
No.
She said that you shouldn't even worry because even she doesn't know what the addition is. Addition will be in about 3 weeks, she says. And you are going to play this piece, but they will decide which little bits of this piece they will set for the additions. So at this point, they will just probably sit you somewhere, and you will just play.
Well, as a personal favor to me, do you think you could play it through at?
I think I don't want you to waste time just playing the whole
Because the,
thing
the
by
reason,
myself.
well, even a little bit. The reason because the only recording on YouTube is the whole orchestra, and it's very difficult to sort of tease it out because
Right.
it's also.
You start, I need a minute to use the restroom, but you start practicing from here. Well, actually, play a little bit in the beginning too. I'll be back in a second.
Sorry, just felt
It's pretty warm today.
it is. I'm trying to think if it's. I don't know. Okay. It's a B, not a B flat.
You know, I'm sure that I could drop you at REM, and I could then just take Gretchen over to BYO if you want to just do REM again.
Okay, child, show me.
Okay.
Let's go. very, very wrong. First of all, largo is very slow, usually. I don't remember this piece. I probably played it, but not in recent time. I also do not like... Seriously? Where is your great instinct? Go here and go on... I strongly think that that would be down bow. I don't see much of the bowing here, but probably maybe up. Because this, as it is exciting to finish up bow, I don't think that's a great thing. But do you see that complicated, ridiculous writing right here? Yeah, it's actually not that complicated, right? It's a palm, padam, padam, right? Now let's get a little theory lesson. I'm sure your mama taught you all the basics, right? What kind of note is that?
It's a dotted eighth note.
Very good. And normally we would have a dotted 8 notes with 16 notes, right? Right? It would be like this. Correct?
Yeah.
But look here, and there are 3 lines here, right?
Yeah.
Right. And there is this rest. What kind of rest is that?
I feel like it's
30 seconds.
Yeah.
That means double that, basically. So you go tom, pom, padam, padam. That note's supposed to be really quick right before, and that's where the slur is. Now play it for me. And I don't want even to write 2 here, because that's supposed to come by default. Relax that shoulder. Good. Much better. Now, how do you think we're going to play fortissima here? You have 30 seconds to answer the question, and then we move on.
So
Huh?
put my arm right.
You have to exactly. Wow, what a smart kid! It's just everyone just
My
hug
mom
her.
told me
Pardon me?
that. My mom tells me that.
Well, maybe you should listen to
I
her
tell you
once
that
in a
you're
while.
smart? No.
No.
Oh.
I'm saying that you tell me to put my arm right.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Everybody says to press, and finally, it's like a breath of fresh air. The child says, "Put the weight in." Yes.
You don't even know what I do to her.
You better not to hurt that one. I like that one. All right.
You know how I showed her about the weight?
How?
I put her arm in a sling,
Why not?
so you feel
Yeah.
what, how
you know
much
what
weight.
my father does?
What?
Give the violin to your mom.
Let me
He
see.
does. He's an old grumpy guy, but he was a brilliant violinist and he was a fantastic teacher. Give me your arm. Give it to me. It's all mine. No, you didn't give it to me.
Yeah,
You don't
Millie used to
believe-
do that. Millie always.
Give it to. I know. It's an old school. Give it to me. From everywhere. From your back. From right here. Ticklish? She's not ticklish. What's
I'm
wrong?
tickled in other places.
Relax that shoulder. Give me the whole weight of your arm. That's right. When the arm does this, then it's heavy. And that's how it's supposed to feel there. Okay? Go get the violin. So, remember Chiang
Yes.
that you so bravely played for? You know, my favorite part was Chiang got excited and she was pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. At some point, she pushed her a little bit too far.
Mm.
She saw the good, right? And remember, she learned staccato right on that day, and Chian complimented that staccato. And Chian's mind was that, you know, there was weeks and weeks of hard work, right? not just quickly put together. And what really helped that she played in that foyer for the kids, because kids listened, and she broke the fear and turned it into a focus and inspiration. And then when she played for a great master, she was focused and relaxed. But at the end, Qian pushed her a little bit too far, and she went like, she squealed a little bit. It was so adorable. Anyway, do you understand why I'm talking about Qian? When you have a slow bow, you have to play a heavy bow. You cannot use the fast bow to get power, but you have to play fortissimo. The danger of slow bow is to get stuck. The secret is to not to change the speed of the bow. You really can play just as good as me, I'm sure, but I will probably be able to play louder because I could have heavier bow, and the reason I'm not getting stuck because my speed of the bow is absolutely the same. As soon as it slows down, it does this. Understood? This applies to that whole section. Okay? You will figure that out. Let's go to Allegro Spiritoso. Quickly tell me what this means.
Common cut time.
Good kid. Let's go. Skip that stuff and just play this for me.
Wait, what?
Yeah, just fourth finger. Good girl. Let's go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, go. Yes. See, this space is not just a black hole. It's the counted silence. You go dum, da 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 dum, pum 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 pum. You don't have to play that fast, but you have to play in time. Start from here for now. Okay, before you play any music, especially the one that you don't know, you check the key signature. You see that there are 2 sharps,
Yeah.
right? So make sure that your first finger is on F sharp. Second thing, right under here you see fortissimo, which means you have to use your arm weight. So engage the weight of the bow with the core and then move sideways. Do not start pushing once you started to play. The sound will be constipated. Go.
I don't know how to do.
Right. I do not know what they will decide, whether they will go or they will decide. I don't know. They may decide on a bowing differently too, because that bowing strange feels very, very strange to me. I would go like this. I would definitely start down bow and not up bow. It's totally backwards to me, but it's up to them. In this case, play the top note. Understand?
Yeah.
Let's go. 1, 2, engage. You don't have to squish it, you can play a harmonic. If you will be told not to, then I'll teach you how to reach. Let's go. 2, 3, and... You know what? These are easy notes. Why don't you play the double stops for me? Let's go again. And now. Why are you shifting all over the place? Stay in a position. And now. Again. 2, 3. Tell me what this is.
Alright.
Tell me which great composer said the music is not in notes but in the silence in between.
I don't know.
It was Mozart. the silence is just as important as notes, if not more. It changes the personality of music. Listen. And now. See? Feels dumb. That silence. Listen to that sound flying. Do not play longer than it is, even if it feels comfortable. This you can do. You can do 2. Let's go from here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's get the notes. And no, wait a minute, I can't see. Oh, it's F sharp. So, right, one more time. Here. And then 4 and 3. The bowing is all kind of backwards, but whatever. Let's go from here again. Right, from here again, and oh, it's wide. Yes, good. Let me mark the fingering, but you did naturally good. So you shift here, don't shift here, okay? Then you shift here. And you finish this with 2, and this is 4 and 3, and it is wide, okay? You may or may not play both notes, because I don't know, it's 50-50 chance that people will ask you guys to play divisi that, so the top note sounds beautiful. I would. Okay? But this, it's an open string, so that sounds really, really nice. And here, that's also possible to play with both notes. Let's move on. Let's do here. Everything is fortissimo. Cherubini was really, really obnoxious fellow, right? 2, 3. Come on. Right. Fortissimo D. You by default go to the G string, right? This is our favorite note to play. Let's go. 2, 3. Let's try one more time. Molto marcato. What does that mean?
I don't know.
It's kind of an accent, but an accent that comes from the weight of the bow and not from the speed or bite. See, this is sforzando. This is an accent. And marcata simply crisp beginning of the note. What he basically means, as far as I understand, he doesn't want whiny sound. But yeah, you can think of a tiny little accents in the beginning, coming from the weight of your bow arm and note from the pressure, right? Let's go. 2, 3. 2, 3. All right. You can. Why don't you go down here and play this one in the first position, and everything will be much easier for you, especially for just reading. Start right there, and 1, 2, 3. Follow that bowing. I know it's terrible bowing, but follow it. unfortunately, and go on. Up bow. See, do you know how to conduct? Up, down. That's what we follow. The downbeats are down bow by default unless otherwise marked. Do you understand what I just said?
No.
If you don't see any marking like right here, this is a downbeat of the bar, right? The first beat. And this is a pickup, right? Pickup by default up bow, downbeat down bow, unless it's marked backwards. So if it's marked down, then if not, then you go. Understood?
Yeah.
Let's go. 2, 3, and oh, come on, child, play and do vibrate. Relax that thumb. Strong bow, easy left hand, and do not bend that thumb backward. Thank you. 2, 3, and let's go from here again. 2, 3, and do not play them out of rhythm no matter what. Let's go from here one more time. 2, 3. First of all, it's shorter. Second of all, it's up bow. Because it's a pickup. 2, 3. Rest. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Right. Chromatic scale.
I don't get how you can slur all of it.
Slur what? I'm not slurring. See, there is a mark breaking the slur.
Ah!
Ah! And then there are 2 more here. Do you see them?
Yeah.
Come on. Ah! So this is what I do. And okay. There are 2 different ways to play chromatic scale. And this is something that I want you to memorize, remember, watch very carefully. One is called the melodic chromatic scale, another one is a speedy chromatic scale. This is the fingering for the melodic one, see? As you can see, I'm moving first finger and second finger like that, playing 2 notes. The speedy is very similar, only I'm doing this. Do you see the difference? Instead of sliding, I'm shifting. But my thumb didn't move, so it's not a change of the position. If I have a slow chromatic scale, which I want to sing, I may play. But if I have to play fast, I will use the other fingering, and I will do this. Do you understand? This is hard, but in this case, for whatever reason, I feel much more calm. And it's not straight chromatic scale, so sliding is easier to me. So I play and then maybe. Right? Do you understand what I just did? Which fingers did I move? 2, 2. Then I use 4 here, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, and then it's very obvious. Let's go. Start from right here. 1, 2, 3. See this? And this. Understood. And this. Now tell me why I would never play this with the open string and will always play with the fourth finger.
I don't know.
Because it's piano. See, if I play, it's bright. But here, it's soft. It's supposed to suddenly be very, very scared. See, do you understand? It will be fast. It will be, and on and on. Understood? Then it's exactly the same thing. Let's move on. Come on, squeaky one. So we start down on the B, 1, down on the B. Oh yes, Apple, you're right. Oh, wow. Yeah, hold on. That is really stupid. I'm sorry. I hope Hegina will look at it, will shake her head and change the bowing. Otherwise, it's just ridiculous. Let's go from here. 1, 2. Go on. That is all easy. That is all very, very easy. Let's go. 2, 3, and 4. We pick up. 2, 3, and 3 and 4. Do you know what that is?
I know what it is.
It's called the grace note. And the grace note is scratched through. See the slash there? That means that this grace note is fast and before the beat. Do you understand what I just said or not? When the grace note is not slashed, it would be like the on the beat, but before the beat. Understand? So 1. Okay, let's go from here, from that pickup. 2, 3, and 4. bowing, but it's not marked. I'm pretty sure Hagen will change it. Let's go on. Ready? And then 2, 3. Okay. Yes, you can go in the position. You can play. Or you could do, which is much easier. It's called half position. Let's go from here. Up, bow. 2, 3. Often people do this. Look at my fingers. But then it sounds a little bit like a sinus infection. So I prefer going to with a strong finger and then getting down. So, understood? Going on, this is easy. You can figure that out on your own. And then let's go from here. Ready? And then, and that's all backwards. You know what? Let them mark that bowing because it's all backwards. Let's start right here. Ready? And just change the bow. Frog spiccato. Never heard of that. But let's go. And then harmonic. Watch me. Watch my fingers. First position. And down again. Okay. Let's get it. Stop squeaking. You wanted it, I didn't. Ready? And after you take. And set. And go up again. Retake. Up, up, set. And down. And down. Going on. And 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. You see the down bow? And 2, 3. Let's go 2, 3. Now let me find the fingering for that chromatic scale for you. Yeah. 2, 1, 1, 0, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is 4. You shift here. Understood?
Yeah.
We'll see what happened, and I will see Hagen on Monday. I will ask her about the bowings because the bowings are really, really weird in this part, and some simple mistakes because this cannot be down bow if it's written like this. It's simply impossible. I think there is a slower missing over this dots. It's supposed to be Do you understand? That kind of by default makes sense. We'll see. Questions? Next time I want to hear all your songs. Don't forget them. But your setup is the main concern. Oh my God, she's not a rabbit anymore. Look at her. Okay, now she's back. Understood? If you